Hey you guys, Yulia here. So it is a little chilly outside today. It's not stopping my neighbor's kids playing outside, of course, but I came outside just for a little bit to cut some branches from the garden for my next Christmas project. So I have this Leland cypress on one side and this golden tip arborvitae on the other side, and I only really need a few branches from this. So I really love the blue hue of these Leland cypresses, but keep in mind if you're planting this plant as a formal hedge in your garden or if you have a tight space, you're going to have to prune this plant because they are a fast-growing conifer. But what I do every December around Christmas time, I actually prune some of it so that keeps my hedge in check. All right, so today's Christmas decor project is in the dining room again. I hope you recognize the Christmas tree from the previous video. But what I wanted to do today is to decorate our chandelier here so it is nice and pretty for holiday dinners. And my plan is to make a wreath incorporated in the chandelier, and I'm going to use this metal frame here. Originally I wanted to use this grape frame, but I think this is going to be just a little too heavy. This chandelier is hung on a pretty sturdy chain, so I'm okay with that, but I think it's just visually a little too heavy. So what I'm going to do next is build a wreath on this metal frame, but I want to build a very light wreath and then decorate it with a lot of hanging ornaments. All right, let me give you an overview of supplies that I have here on the dining room table. So this is the Leland cypress I cut just now from the garden. This is saguaro cypress with a nice blue hue. And one of my clients' pine needed trimming, so I brought some of the trimmings home. I just love how airy this looks. I have my metal frame. I have some fairy lights with pine cones. I got these from Michael's. I'm not sure if they still have them. I got them last year. And some beautiful ornaments here. This was also some fairy lights, but they stopped working, so I just cut the battery pack off, and I really like the beads. So I'm going to try to incorporate these here, and then I'm going to incorporate some baby's breath that I got in the grocery store this morning. I think it's going to be so pretty and add some layers of airiness. And a couple of more ornaments. These are just plastic from a dollar store. Have some string to hang the ornaments, some scissors, and floral wire. All right, so let me start making the wreath and then decorating. All right, I'm going to build this wreath a little bit different. And the way the traditional wreath building goes something like this. You take different branches that you gathered, you bunch them up like this, and using floral wire, affix it to the wreath frame, and then you go round and around and you build your wreath this way because it is viewed from this angle, right? But my wreath, the one for the chandelier, will actually be viewed from the side, so more like this. And I want the branches to mostly hang from the side like this. So what I'm going to do, I actually am not even going to use any floral wire. I'm going to tuck the branches in just like this and secure them right here. Thread all of these branches through like this. You can see already how it's hanging, right? This beautiful hanging tassels right here. So I'm going to just keep layering until I get that nice effect. All right, you guys, the wreath is done, and what I did is secure it at each candle with just a little bit of floral wire. So it is nice and secure, it's not going anywhere. And I love the way it looks already. It is so flowy and so natural. I think it will be beautiful just leaving it as is. But what I'm going to do next is add some baby's breath for some softness here, and also some ornaments. So the way I would like to add the ornaments is longer ones in the middle, but not too long so people cannot see each other over dinner, and then shorter ornaments on the fringes. All right, I'm all done, and I love how this turned out. It is full without being overly stuffy, and I actually added some gold mop cypress that grows in front of our front door because it has that beautiful finer texture. And the baby's breath looks so good here. It adds that airiness to the whole composition. So this looks really good when you enter the room, but it looks even better when you're sitting down. It's kind of like this magical installation with lots of sparkling lights and the ornaments. So there are a number of ways you can make this. You don't have to use a wreath form. You can just get a garland, pine garland, for example, and you can work it into the chandelier if you have chandelier like mine or similar, and then you can embellish that. But I thought adding a wreath form and building it up from there just adds a little oomph. I don't know how else to say it. And then building it up with the ornaments and layering it with some fairy lights and baby's breath is just, I love it, you guys. It is such a great holiday decor project. This is the first time I've done it, so there were some missteps in the way, but I think it turned out beautiful. It is very sturdy. It is not going anywhere until I disassemble it in January. Anyway, thank you so much, you guys, for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it and learned something new, and I will see you in the next one. Bye. What is happening?